Hello, it's Concord Wind. Sorry, I'm not in the beautiful place I was in yesterday. It's too early for that, anyways, because it's still dark out. I think. I mean, it's weird because it's like, what time is it? It's like 7:41, and it's still dark out. It's really weird. Like, I thought sunrise was at 7, you know, but I guess not. I don't know why I thought it was at 7. I mean, it just seems really late to be still dark. It's really weird. Um, all right. So I found a passage, short passage of God's words in my notes, and wanted to read it. I want to read it. So, conscience refers to a person's kind-heartedness and sense of justice, which are the two most basic qualities. If you possess these two qualities, you are a person with conscience. If you do not possess either of these two qualities, then you lack conscience. People who lack conscience do not have normal humanity, and not having normal humanity means they have no sense of justice and are not kind-hearted. What does no sense of justice mean? It means being crooked and wicked. What does not kind-hearted mean? It means being malicious, vicious, and wicked. People who possess these dispositions are people with no humanity, and consequently they are capable of doing any kind of evil thing, because they do not have the conscience of normal humanity, nor the two essences of a sense of justice and kind-heartedness that the conscience of normal humanity contains. Amen. So thank God I've got a conscience, because I know in a lot of these videos I evaluate myself and judge myself according to these words, which is what everybody should be doing. And having a conscience is, of course, very important. And, having a conscience helps a lot with walking the path of belief in God. Seeking the truth and practicing the truth, it's a lot easier when you have a conscience. And conscience is apparently related to normal humanity, which makes sense. Because now that I'm stable on medication and have normal humanity, my conscience is able to take effect, and I desire to be edifying towards others, which is that kind-heartedness. Even this morning when I went out to go smoke my pipe, when I closed the door, I closed it very gently. Like, I turned the handle so that it wouldn't click when it closed. And I did that so I wouldn't make any noise and disturb my neighbor who is probably sleeping. So, like, I'm very considerate of others, even strangers. I'm very considerate. I don't want to disturb anybody's life or I don't want to be the cause of any issues in anybody's life. I'm very considerate, and that's because of my conscience. And my conscience comes from my normal humanity, and my normal humanity comes from my medication. My medication gives me normal humanity, which is an artificial way of having normal humanity, but it's not ideal. It would be better if I just had normal humanity naturally. That would be ideal. But I have to kind of, like, I don't even know what the word would be. Like, I have to imitate normal humanity with medication. But I don't know if it's an imitation, though. That's why I didn't want to use that word, because it feels genuine. it feels like it's who I am, and it's what I really want. Like, I really do want to be considerate of others. Like, I really don't want to disturb others. I want to be helpful and edifying, and at the very least, I don't want to disturb anyone. So, yeah, and if you don't have a conscience, just pray every day for God to discipline you when you do something wrong, so that you'll learn right from wrong. Because like conscience also helps discern right from wrong. Like you discern right from wrong with your conscience, because your conscience will tell you what right from wrong. And conscience, is something that like humanity. I'm sure Adam and Eve had conscience. I know like Abel had a conscience, and I think at some point like humanity had lost their conscience, and so God had to start work on humanity, starting with the age of law. And he established right from wrong with the law. And I think after thousands of years of living under the law, humanity regained their conscience, And but some people didn't, and the people who didn't, they need to ask for God's discipline so that they can know right from wrong. And they probably have like a general idea of right from wrong, but I mean, that it's going to be hard. It's going to be an uphill battle for people without a conscience to gain salvation from God. But hey, I mean, I'm here to help people of all walks of life. Like, but I assume that most of my audience has a conscience, because like it's more common for people to have a conscience than to not have one. Like normal humanity is a lot more common than like abnormal humanity. I mean, even like my schizophrenia is so out, it's abnormal, and it's like it's so rare. It's like 1 in 1,000 people has schizophrenia or something like that. I don't remember exactly what the numbers are, but so it's very rare. And I also have bipolar, and bipolar is rare, so I have 2 rare mental illnesses. But it's not uncommon for people with bipolar to later in life develop schizophrenia. So, it sounds like some type of miracle that I have both of like 2 rare mental illnesses, but it's actually, oh, that was a weird noise. Anyways, and that was my AC unit. That was a real noise. That wasn't any. I don't hallucinate anymore. I'm on medicine. But just saying that for the new people, because I'm probably going to promote this video. So yeah, man, promoting videos for subscribers, because there's different goals you can set when you promote a video. And if you set the goal when you promote a video for new subscribers, it's like really expensive. Like I paid 88 cents for 4 views on a video, and then on another video, when I set the goal for viewer count, I paid $1 for 37 views. So $1 for 37 views versus 88 cents for 4 views. Like depending on what you set the goal as, it can really change, where that money is going. Like it's pretty crazy. So, anyways, thank you so much for watching. God bless and goodbye.